Hello everyone, this is World Conspiracy Daily, WC Daily.
India's foreign exchange and India's growth prospects improves as a key reform pays off, says IMF. In New Delhi, India's growth outlook has improved as the impact of last year's demonetisation exercise seems to be fading. The International Monetary Fund or the IMF has said ahead of G20 meeting last week. In India, the outlook has improved as the impact of demonetisation seems to be fading and recent key structural reforms continues to pay off, says the IMF surveillance note released on Wednesday. The G20 or the Group 20 international forum of 20 major countries had been meeting on July 6 to 7 in Hamburg, Germany to take stock of the global economy. IMF expects India to grow 7.2% in the current financial year and 7.7% in the fiscal year of 2019, according to forecast released in April. In November last year, India has demonetized Rs500 and Rs1000 notes, which accumulated for about 86% of total currency in the system. The country's growth declined to 6.1% in January to March quarter as the currency replaced dented demand. Also, India's foreign exchange reserve rose to $4 billion to reach a record high of $386.5 billion for the week ended on June 2017, said the Reserve Bank of India on Friday. This comes on the back of continuing rise in the forex reserves as the RBI is reported to be mopping up the dollar reserves, utilizing the suitable market conditions. The month of June saw inflows to the tune of 29,302 crores, while July showed on an outflow of Rs500 crore in the first week. The currency trade with the private bank also said that with the rupees weakening slightly, exports could have taken the opportunity to buy forward contracts. The major reason for the sudden jump is still expected to be evaluation of the reserves. Also, India's GDP has been declined to 2%, which should have been above 2.5%, and it should be leading more than China this year, but instead of this, India has decreased by 2% and still China is leading in the GDP around the world. So what do you think of India's foreign exchange growth up to $4 billion and India's growth prospect is improving, said by IMF? And India's loss of 2% to GDP in rising to China, which is India's lagging behind 15 years. Will India really catch up China within 30 or 50 years at least? Post your comments below. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And follow us on social networks. And subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching. This is WC Daily. Think big, think different. Bye.